Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Farming Simulator 22. And today may be the day. Today may finally be the day where we start working a field here. Or actually creating one. Because we're sitting on a nice $135,000 here. And that's all thanks to these greenhouses here. And in the last episode, we added this beautiful greenhouse. And this was actually an alternative path because I wanted to start a field right away, but we just lacked the funds to do so. So we poured in all our efforts and money into this greenhouse, and oh Lord, this really produced a lot of cotton. And I think we netted somewhere around the $80,000 mark, so that's actually absolutely insane. So I was contemplating not using the cotton route as much because that really felt like overkill. But when I was editing the last episode, I noticed that we also sank a lot of money in this because not only does it require water, similar to the flower greenhouse as well as the mushroom greenhouse. Let's open this up. There we go. It also requires seeds, solid fertilizer, as well as herbicide, and we really got through a lot of it. And this was expensive to do, quite expensive. Is there still material in here? I don't think so, right? No. So I think all in all, yes, we had a major payday, but we also had to invest lots of money into this. So that makes me feel a little bit better because that payoff was absolutely insane here. So let's look at our equipment here because we also purchased some additional materials or equipment. Now we already had the tractor. We also had the flatbed, but this one is new, just to extract the cotton from the greenhouse here. Very helpful. And we also purchased another tanker to get the herbicide in there, because we do. I'm not sure if we need all of it, but we do want to maximize the yield. So that is definitely something we want to continue doing, because if we get another payday like that, we can go to the distribution center and pick us up some brand new equipment, and that equipment is going to hopefully help us in creating this field right here. Let's not look for a chainsaw here. Well, we don't need to go in flight mode here. Let's first make our rounds just to make sure that everything is in order. Now I do think we have we have one pellet sitting outside. At least for this one. Yeah, we have some pellets here and there. May want to do a quick cell run here. That's no problem. Because our farm, even though we have upgraded these ones, and let's see, open production menu. Yeah, we're still sitting pretty with that water. Due to the water pump we installed, $5,000. That is a lot of work saved. Let's see where it is. Right here. Awesome investment. Really great. So first things first here. Let's pick up these pallets and sell them. So we have a little time to discuss. This is going to be nice and easy. Hopefully. Alright, let's attach this flatbed right here. And let's it's only 4 pellets, but still that's money we can definitely use, because the equipment that we are looking to purchase is quite expensive. Alright, let's see, do we have the auto load on? No, we do not. There we go. Drive a little closer. There go the flowers. Let's try to make this turn. Try not to hit anything. There we go. Alright, one more pallet of flowers right here. And let's head off to the distribution center and see how much we can net here. Now this one is pretty easy, right? Or at least the mushroom and the flower greenhouses here, because they only require water. And now that we are situated with that water pump here, oh, let's try to sell these two. I think I need to have a go around here, like so. There we go. Adding to the bank account here. And I think we don't need this flatbed anymore. But as I was saying, they only require water. And that water pump basically turns these greenhouses into cash cows here. So, really nothing we need to do other than collect the checks, or rather collect the pallets and then turn them into money. Let's drop this off. But as far as the oh, did I accidentally attach it again? Alright, here we go. So let's get off here and let's look at this new greenhouse, because it has the water. That's great. But we definitely need to refill the seeds because we're all out. The same goes for solid fertilizer, although we still have 4,500 somewhere in there, and herbicide. But these run out rather quickly, so I want to really put a lot of seeds, fertilizer, and herbicide in them. And I think that in the last episode we went for combination of big bags as well as some big bag pellets, and that was, well, it worked. But now that we have this class trailer here in which we transported the cotton, I do think that we can use this one to purchase seeds in much higher quantities. So let's go try that out, because the icons were really plentiful here, and I do think I saw seeds in here. Right, let's get attached and let's drive to the store here. Pick up some seeds, and those are actually quite expensive if I recall correctly, because we're playing this game in a new session and I don't recall that being cheap. So we are trying to save up money to purchase a new tractor and all the equipment we want to have for it. So purchasing very expensive seeds while we're trying to save up, that feels a little ill-advised, but we do want to have plenty of money and perhaps another cotton run right there, because those are profitable. Alright, let's go here. Start filling. No, we don't need weed. I'd like it to fill up with seeds. Can we do that here? Please and thank you. Ooh. Here we go, seeds. Let's start. And I think we started at roughly, yeah, 145,000. Oh Lord, that's very expensive. But I'm gonna fill her up. Okay, that's more money than I thought. That's making me actually kind of nervous, because I really want to have I really want to start work on that field, because we have relied on our trusty greenhouses for too long. Now I'm of course very grateful for what they have done, because they are the sole reason that we not only have money, a little less than we had a couple of seconds ago, I may want to add, but still. They give us cash flow as well as all the money we have in the bank here. Now, the good thing is we don't need to purchase any equipment to be running this greenhouse, so that's good news. Let's try not to drive into it. Alright, start overloading. Oh, let's zoom out a little bit. This should fit right, yeah. I think it held like 100,000 or so. That's basically a lot of money down the hatch of this this greenhouse here. I think we may even we won't be able to fill up with the seeds. Yeah, that's a lot better here. Solid fertilizer, herbicide. Let's hope we have enough money here. Do we want to do the liquids first? Because I think if we fill up this with the fertilizer here, we may be out of money. And the tanker we have is kind of small, so there's less risk of us running out of money and not being able to purchase purchase the herbicide here. So I think that may be the smarter thing to do. Let's hope we can get at least one, maybe even 2 loads in. Alright, let's go into this mode. Why not? But yeah, we just dropped major money into the greenhouse here. Perhaps it was a better idea to only fill half of it, or maybe purchase a smaller trailer, because that was more money than I anticipated. Right, here we go. Oh my goodness. Right, start filling. Herbicide, please and thank you. Oh yeah, this is also very expensive. Very expensive. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Can we make this turn? Oh, we can. So we won't be able to completely fill up our trailer with the fertilizer, but I do think we need to drop all the money that we have into it. We may even run out of money, because we do have some production costs and some property taxes that we need to pay. Oh, what am I doing? Let's make a U-turn here. Drove into the door. Probably not a good idea. Start overloading. Yeah, just 11,000. But let's hope we don't have to do that multiple times. Let's hope this is going to carry us for longer than 1 month. Right, drop off the container here. Yeah, we need that money quickly, because I just spent over 100,000. There we go. Just refilling that one. Cotton greenhouse. Let's reattach our trailer. Yeah, I'm not looking to sell anything. We may drop into the negatives. Actually, not sure what happens if you drop into the negative too much. Let's hope we don't need to sell off anything as a result of that. Alright, let's check one more time because I don't want to fill up the wrong thing here. And I'm not exactly sure, or not 100% sure. Right, seeds and herbicides, solid fertilizer. We still have some solid fertilizer in there, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, that's actually... I'm contemplating whether we should drop all our money into the trailer here. I think we may actually want to do the flatbed because that's going to allow us to have a little bit of money. I do want to be able to pay my bills and not drop into the negatives here. And being that we still have some in there, gives me the impression that it really doesn't use a lot of it. So let's do the flatbed. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to load them by hand, but alright, it is what it is. There we go. They do look beautiful though. I like looking at them. The way the sun hits the roofs of those greenhouses, yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, let's make the turn first, so we don't have to make that turn while we're packed with the big bags. Alright, let's go for it. Hello? Alright, let's go here, right? Yeah. Solid fertilizer, that's still quite expensive. We do know that the pellets don't auto-load, so we may as well watch our money here. Let's do this one. 9,000, and this is going to be 10,900 something. It's not going to leave us with a lot of money, but I do think that this should cover the bills, right? 400 bucks? Yeah, let's purchase 6. There we go. Alright. Put them onto our flatbed right here. There we go. What's that? Oh, it's cutting it close, but it should work. Number 3. Let's try not to hit anything. Maybe a little bit like so. There we go. And now we have a little bit to a little bit of money to fall back on, just so we don't drop into the negatives. Now this is gonna put us way behind when it comes to being able to purchase new equipment. But this is going to be worth it, I think. Let's see if we can outproduce the last production cycle here. Oh yeah. Looking good. Looking good. So let's drop the trailer off. Actually, I don't think we need to drop it off because we're going to sleep it off. There's not a lot of work to be done as of yet. So let's park our truck right there. Check everything to see if it's going properly. Yeah, flowers are all good. Mushrooms looking good too. Cotton, yeah, we have plenty of seeds. We still need a lot of solid fertilizer and herbicide. But now the seeds were the one who absolutely ran out, so that makes me a little bit more confident. Okay, close this door back up. Everything looking nice and tidy. I like that. There we go. Cotton plants. And I think that we may want to take the rest of the day off. There's really nothing we can do as of right now, so that's going to make things easier. I thought we dropped the bag here, but here's fine too. All right, let's see what next month is going to bring us here. Good night. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's just fine. So let's hope we are greeted with a nice bit of product here. Oh yes, all of them are filled. That's looking good. So let's turn that into money. We need it. Here we go. Let's do the middle one first. Should be able to make that turn. So we have $93 to our name. What's your guess on how much we're going to make in total? And is it going to be enough to purchase ourselves a tractor and start the field work here? Because I'm getting really antsy. I really like to try it. Yep, let's drive back a little bit because I did see more things spawning here. I think that's about it. I do think these are also going to be spawning more because we filled out the entire spot here. Here we go. Are we packed in? 12 out of 16. Those are the other two. Yeah, we got all the mushroom ones, so that's at least something here. So let's start to sell this and then do another one of these runs for the greenhouses that are closer to the road here. Oh yeah, that's good. 31,550. And another good news is that we get to do this again. And even better news, at least I hope, is that the cotton is going to be the real money maker here. Alright, let's slowly go here because this is still kind of hilly terrain. Here we go. Please load. There we go. Is that everything? We got 7 pallets out of that. That sounds about right. Yeah, I feel as though everything we've done so far, I've gotten pretty lucky. Because these payoffs are absolutely wonderful here. How much do we? 12. And now we have 14. Okay, yeah, that should do it. let's hope that we can have at least 2 more trips with the cotton here, because last time we did do 2. 1 full load. Oh my goodness, look at that money. The last time we did maybe 1.5 loads, I would say. The first one was full, and the second one was about halfway, I think. Maybe a little less, but I'm assuming that now that we have everything in there, it should at least not run out of seeds. So I'm hoping for the same, at the very least. And that was quite a bit of money. We are in need of lots of money. I'm thinking somewhere around 200k just to get started here. So that's not even going to include all the materials we have, or that we're going to need, or that I would want. But it gets us going here. Alright, let's drive over to the greenhouse. And before I'm gonna load in the cotton here, I'm going to check how much seed we still have left, because that felt kind of painful, paying so much money for seed. Now we did fill up the entire trailer, right? So I'm hoping that there's still some left. Let's do... Oh my goodness. Yes, we didn't run out, but we used a lot of seeds. We do have plenty of cotton though. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that was really a lot of seeds used. Goodness. Alright. Time to get paid, I hope. Let's drive a little bit further. Like so. Press the F1 key. Yes, we can do start filling. Cotton, 98,000. I actually forgot the capacity of this class truck. But by the looks of it, it's going to be more than 2 trips. Yeah, 22.5. Alright. That's definitely going to be more than 2 trips. It's closer to 4. Let's hope the prices are still the same. But let's have that be a surprise. Did we come to 80,000 per load? Oh my. That means we're gonna have money left in the bank here. Because I do want to slow it down when it comes to purchasing. I don't want to purchase everything outright here. I want to do things in steps. I want to test out some things. Yeah, this is a major payday. $51,000. Yeah, that seems about the same as we had last time, or the first cycle, full load. Alright, let's make the turn. Oh yeah, wow. So it used up a lot of seed. A lot of seed, but it is paying off. Huge dividends here. Here we go. Start filling. Oh, we can make so many more trips. I almost feel like I don't want to make this. This makes me so happy. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this a sped up version here. Time lapse. I just enjoy this. Well, while we're doing this, we may want to discuss. We have time on our hands, right? We can walk and talk, metaphorically speaking. But we can start discussing what I want to spend my money on, because this is actually going to be much more money than I had anticipated. Now, I do want to be a little bit conservative when discussing what we want to be purchasing here, because I don't want to purchase like 10 pieces of equipment or all at the same time. I want to do a staggered approach here. So obviously a tractor, a new one, is going to be necessary here, because we are still working off this 80 horsepower, I believe, case IH, which is great. Favorite tractor so far. But we're gonna need a much more powerful one, because the equipment that we are planning on using is really, well, it needs a strong tractor, and this one is not going to cut it. Look at that money coming in. Goodness gracious. Let me check. Is the price still the same? Let's look for cotton. Here we go. Oh, actually don't remember. But it's north of 2,000. That's what I do remember. But again, I am not complaining here. Not even in the slightest. Do we want to refill the seats right away? It's gonna save a trip, but let's not do that. Let's wait a little bit. Let's first get all the cotton out before we do anything in terms of spending money, because equipment comes first here. Yeah, we did 2 trips and we're already back at 165,000. We still have to make a lot of trips. Oh, I'm happy with this one. We did spend like 150k just refilling it, so we do have to keep that in mind. But this is definitely worth the investment. Most definitely. Yep, filler all the way up. Here we go. And so far this tractor really has been pulling its weight, pun intended, because for the amount of money we spent on this case IH, it really does a lot. And we got to upgrade to 80 horsepower for free, mind you. That's very helpful. I think the original one came out at like 55 horsepower, so those additional HPs are very much necessary here. Oh yeah, we're gonna go over the 200,000 for the first time ever in this gameplay. We started by just cutting down trees and selling them for close to 1,000 a pop. We're making $50,000 trips here. Alright. And depending on how much is still in the tank after this load that we're going to be picking up here, I'm going to leave the rest in there, because I do think it has plenty of capacity here. I want to go do some shopping. There we go, start filling. Oh, ooh, that's actually kind of close. Yeah, I'm gonna do an additional trip here just to get all the stuff out, because not only do we need a tractor, I want to start working this field, which means I think we decided on grass, right? Just to start things off easy. Here we go. So I'm gonna be needing a lot of equipment, and come to think of it, now that we're a little bit more comfortable money-wise, we may want to spend some money in getting our equipment a dry place, because we have been treating our tractors, trailers, tankers quite poorly, exposing them to the elements. That's not a way to show gratitude here. So yeah, we're going to do lots of things, hopefully. Oh yeah, that's fine, because so far it has been either cutting down trees and or greenhouses. Now we have several kinds of greenhouses, so it's not rinse and repeat, but it's kind of the same taste, right? Same cuisine. Let's look at me with the fancy words. Alright, let's make one more trip here. Or actually... well, let's just leave that in there. Bring the tractor home and let's do some shopping here. This is going to be maybe a little bit of a longer episode, just to celebrate. There we go. Let's drop off the tractor too, because we are about to do something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. There we go. I think everything should be semi lined up. That's looking good. So I want to take this moment here and thank every piece of equipment, because we started up with the tractor, I think. Quickly moved to our log trailer, which, come to think of it, we might need again real soon, because there are some trees in this field. The water tanker, of course, we cannot do without it, at least not starting, to get our greenhouses going, and a flatbed to pick up the pallets from the greenhouse, and the class for basically everything else, picking up the cotton, and it's officially designated as a feed into our fruit greenhouse here. But we made almost 270,000, and it's not even 9:30 yet. Alright, let's go to the store. Now, like I said, I want to start this field as kind of a, I don't know how to put this, but a sort of experiment, because I've never worked any fields before, at least not in the game, and we do have a couple of things I want to consider here. So first, what we want to be doing is starting with grass, and I'd like to move from picking up and see what we need from here. So let's start at the equipment. So we're going to need a mower to get the grass off the land here. Now that one is really not too much of a hassle, because I do think I don't want to go all out and purchase a large one or a very expensive one. Not looking to do that right now, but I want to have a front and a back piece. So this front piece here is just 12,000. We can do that easy. This one is cheaper, but it has an accompanying back part here. This is 2.4 wide, 40 horsepower. This is 60 horsepower, and it's 3.1. So that's better. Back piece, we're not gonna look at that for now. But what about this one? So it's also 3.1. Requires a little bit more horsepower. This one is 10 meters wide, and this one is 8.3. 3.5, 12.3. Oh yeah, so definitely we're gonna need some upgrades in the future. So let's start with the cheaper one. We can always sell it. I am not opposed to selling equipment, but I am opposed to selling tractors. I'm not going to be doing that. So let's go for the cheap version here. So we have some spending money. Looking very good. So I'm going to purchase everything at the same time here. So 60 horsepower, we can already handle that. Actually, let's just buy it right out because we have 80 horsepower. We can work with this. Purchase 9,500. It's not too bad. Now we want to have, now that we have equipment to mow down the grass here, I want to immediately start baling it. So there's really no need. Is it here? No, it is not. Let's see. Grass care, no. Forage wagon. Yeah, we could also purchase a forage wagon, but that's going to make things much more complicated than it needs to be right now. So let's not do that. We can use the baler. Otherwise, we're going to need a silo, and then we're going to need to compress all that stuff to turn it into silage. But we have money enough, I would want to say, to immediately go for the baler here. So let's go right here. Balers was right next to the one. Okay. And I have been looking at this one class. So we have the cheaper version right here. Baler turns loose straw, grass, or hay into convenient bales, but it's only 120 centimeter bales here. This one is also just a baler, just like this one. Doesn't do any of the wrapping, so that's definitely an option. But I'd like it to have the option to bale it right as it comes off the land here. So yeah, we could go even further, I would say. 125 centimeters. You make even bigger ones. Massey Ferguson needs 140 horsepower. You need 145, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem here. These are even better here, or larger, I should say. But I've been eyeing this one. You have the option to do much larger bales though. 125. Okay, I think I'm changing my mind here. Maybe we should go with the Massey Ferguson here. Bale wrapper, yeah, basically the same as this, but this allows for the 150 centimeter bales. We're gonna need 140 horsepower though, but I think we should be able to make it. So let's purchase this one too. Foil color. Does that matter? Yeah, let's just let's leave that white. That's fine. Yeah, I wanted to go for the class, but I think we may want to go for the Massey Ferguson, just so we have so we can make the larger ones here. Wrapper design with bale on end turner. Okay, let's just purchase it. We had a good payday here. We can splurge a little bit. So let's purchase this Massey Ferguson here, just for the larger bales. Alright, so we need 140 horsepower. Oh, look at those things. Sitting pretty. Awesome. Oh man, this is nice. And now we're gonna need a tractor. That's at least 140 or 145. Let's check. I'm so focused that I'm not really remembering anything that I really should remember. 140 horsepower. All right. So we could do a small tractor, but I don't think we want to be doing that. We can go to the medium ones. Let's see. What's the max HP we can get out of this? 135, 145. Yeah, we could do this one. 142, 150. Okay. 175. Goodness. It's actually pretty good. We could go for a small tractor actually, but I don't really feel like maxing out. I'd like to have a strong one. Okay. So yeah, we don't need a medium one just yet. We could purchase this one. It's 145, which means it's strong enough. We like the Case IH one. That's good. We have the money. And this way our progress is going to be more gradual, because obviously we'll be purchasing many more tractors. The thing is, we're going to need a stronger one, either this episode or the next episode, because eventually we're going to need a plow. I want to start plowing here, so let's check out a few of these ones. So this one is 160 horsepower. It's 2.5 meters wide. This one is much larger by a meter. That's going to require 220. I'm not really looking to. That's a huge upgrade here. So 160 horsepower. That means we could get the Massey Ferguson actually. Where is it? Or excuse me, not the Massey Ferguson, but the Case IH. This one. Yeah. 175. 160. Okay, let's go for the gradual approach here. And let's purchase the Case IH. We're going from... Do we actually want to max this out immediately? We can do the upgrade later. Let's see. How expensive is it? 175. It's 15,000. $127. Okay, that's actually a lot of money. But let's do it anyway. Yeah, Case IH, sure. Purchase. There we go. And we are finally upgraded here. Look at our new purchases. We are moving up in the world. But I thought I was going to have a little bit more money left, because we are sitting at almost 45,000. Which means that I don't think we'll have enough money to completely fill up our greenhouse there. Alright, let's go. And let's pick up all this stuff first, because we do want to have this be at the shop, or at least in our parking spot. We don't have anything. Let's hope it fits. There we go. Yeah, you go on the front. And let's hope we can carry or pull our baler here. If I can get it close. Oh, there we go. We are looking good. Very good here. Oh, look at the power and the speed. I don't know why this game makes me so happy. This is just I like it. I can't help it. I'm sorry. All right. So we are already 50 minutes in the episode. Goodness gracious. I had way more plans. But we spent too much time shopping, I guess. All right. Let's put you off to the side, because I'd like a little bit more money, and that's going to give us a chance to... Ooh, almost hit our flatbed right there. We may want to do another cotton run here. Right there. Get that attached. Oh wow, we burned through a lot of money. Woo. So I'm gonna need even more cotton money to come in. I'd like to refill this whole thing. Right right here, start filling. We have 16,000, so that's almost a full load here. But I don't want to start the next episode by having to fill this one up. I want to start working the fields immediately. Actually, this took a lot longer than I had anticipated here. I really thought that we were going to fill this up and already have the field going by now. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Alright, before we do, are we in need? What are we in need the most of? Because we don't have, we lack the funds to do all three of them. So yeah, it's that. Oh yeah, we're gonna need everything here. All right, let's start with the seeds first, and let's hope that additional cotton money is gonna help us here. I definitely want to fill up the seeds because that was a good amount of cotton here. Oh, this is way faster. Much faster. Alright. Let's drop it off. So yeah, still no field work as of yet, but we at least have the equipment. That gives me a little bit more time to practice with the CP stuff, because that is something that requires a little bit of Googling and or YouTubing, but I have practiced just a little bit, so I don't come across, or I don't have to waste your time trying to learn it on camera. But there's going to be a lot of amateurish stuff in there, I promise you. So let's do seeds here. How much money actually did we make? Oh, a little bit, yeah. I think we may run out of money right here. So let's do maybe 70% or so, like so. Can we still make this turn? Oh, we can. Oh man, so expensive. Yeah, I'm feeling less and less guilty about the huge payoffs we're getting, because this is expensive to run. Alright, let's put this right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for the let's use this tractor instead. Break it in. Let's fill her up with the herbicide. I think, would one be enough here? Let's hope so, because we just don't have the money. Spent too much money upgrading our tractor, actually. We probably should have been a little bit more conservative. But what you gonna do? Oh, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna be able to make that turn, but okay. So let's do herbicide. And I don't think we'll have money left. Oh yeah, we're already out of money here, and that doesn't even pay the bills. So we're gonna drop into we're already in the negatives, but it's gonna drop us into the negatives even more. And not only that, our yield is going to be somewhat poor. We spend a lot of money. Goodness. While you're overloading, I think you should still do that. Did you stop? Oh, you stopped overloading? Alright, is there any way we can make a little bit more money? I don't think so. Can we? And or should, yeah, we don't even have yeah, I'm definitely not selling off anything here. Our class is still sitting there. That's okay. We can prep the field actually a little bit, selling off these smaller trees, but that's really not going to amount to anything. Those trees are just a nuisance rather than a way to make money. Should we park this properly? Yeah, let's make it look nice here. And then we have a couple more minutes left in the episode, I guess. We can spend a couple of minutes explaining what our plan is going to be. So let's decouple you, and let's get rid of all the trees right there in the field, because we don't want to have anything interfere with what our plans are going to be here. Do you attach? I should hope so. Alright. So, the plan. I wanted to have this field up and running by the end of this episode, but I misjudged how much time we were going to need here. So, let's see if we can still do this. And we can. Awesome. That is working the way it should work. And I like this side loading here, so let's take a step back here. And this should make it much easier. So the reason that I purchased the mower instead of the plower, and we also don't have a seeder yet, so we're gonna need many things, but we're already out of money, so yeah. Our options were limited, but I'd like to see how much grass we can really get off this field without plowing it, because plowing and cultivating or cultivating and that stuff, that's really going to make a difference, and I am just curious to see how much of a difference that it makes. So our property is still small. We haven't purchased any land as of yet. There we go. So our field won't be too large here, and that's going to hopefully make it a little easier to do some small experiments here, just to see how much does plowing and or cultivating really work. So we're going to do this in steps. We have a semi-decent cash flow right now, so we won't really need the money. We can take a breather here and experiment, because this is definitely not going to be our our last field here. We're gonna have many fields. As soon as we can afford to purchase the land, we don't have to spend all our money on either tractors or equipment. Because I kid you not, this is actually my first actual game of Farming Simulator, and when I saw that amount of money with the cotton, I was thinking, okay, if we purchase all the materials that we want, we'll have money left, and I'm going to treat myself to another plot of land here. Fortunately, we're down 17 bucks. We're broke again. But that's the thing about starting with zero money. Being broke feels less bad if you have already experienced it. And we started with absolutely nothing, and we have 2 tractors right now. Should I cut down this large tree? I think I may want to. There we go, timber. And let's have this one be the last one here. Oh, this is a large tree. Alright. Let's go from this direction. Pick it up. Oh yeah, this almost feels old school here. Which is kind of weird to say, being that this is the first game that we're actually trying, instead of just trying out the controls. This just feels right. Also makes me feel a little bit better purchasing this log trailer here. Oh, let's not wreck it. Is that nice? Nah. I think it should work. So I think those are most of the trees here. There's a smaller one right there we may want to cut down, but that's fine. Most of the trees are taken care of. Alright, strap this down, because we do want to be mindful of your time, of course. And I already think that 1 hour episodes are quite long here, so let's quickly sell this. Here we go. Let's hope that that's gonna be good placement here. Let's sell. Alright, that's a cool 3,000 here. And I think it's time for us to return here. Because 2,000, I'd rather have that sitting in the bank so we can pay our bills properly. And one big... Oh, let's not wreck our tractor here. It's brand new. But as I was saying, that one extra big bag I don't think is going to make much of a difference, and taking a small hit on the cotton production here, I don't foresee having any, at least not major expenses in the next episode. But I have been wrong before. Alright, let's drive you to the front because you are our prize position here. Oh yeah, look at our equipment. We are moving up in the world. Alright, so still no field, but we do have the equipment. So that's gotta count for something, I guess. But yeah, next episode we're going to be playing with the course play here. Or trying at least. And let's start our first field right here. But for now, that's going to be something of a pipe dream because we are out of time. So I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully see you in the next episode too. Thanks everyone.